I'm already letting you know, Trina. I'm not even blaming my dad.
To understand and know about body contours.
You cannot. That's how it was. Like,
Because a pound could...
I felt that. Now think about the anxiety they get when they're driving to
Things that I've done for my life where trauma responses were...
Getting a tan and there's no heart.
What are you doing? But my grandmother loved us because...
I have them moments with my son. Men to take accountability and in our community.
It wasn't cool to be African. You know what I mean? It was tough already, so it was just a constant battle.
Welcome to Honestly Speaking. I'm your host, Honestly Trina, and today I have a lady that's unapologetically herself. She's a lady that sings her truth, but also shakes it up on reality TV. Today I have none other than Ahna Mac.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Boom. I made it here with my girl. Yes.
Welcome to the UK.
I know. I can't believe I'm really here. Like, seriously.
Seriously.
It's still surreal.
This is your first time?
Yes.
Yeah?
I've always wanted to come here literally since I was like 14.
Since you were 14?
Yeah, I love London.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm not from here. Like, gosh.
It's okay. Visit. Just visit.
What if I was from here? Like, I feel like I'd be such a different woman.
You might not even be who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, welcome to the UK and welcome to London specifically.
Yes.
So, Ahna, so on our show, not on my show, we ask people about their journey, find out what they're doing, where they're going. And so I'd like to know, what was it like growing up in New Jersey?
I'm not going to say it was hard. I feel like growing up in Jersey, it's big and it's small. So I was always around family and friends. I feel like I went through what everybody else went through, struggle-wise, and like, having to move from different city to city, but it wasn't as difficult. I liked it. I liked the suburbs.
Okay.
I like that Jersey isn't as like city type, but it is the city. And yeah, it was cool. I'm gonna just say it was cool. I think I had a good bad childhood. I'm gonna take it like that. Yeah.
And what were some of your influences when you were growing up? Who would you say your role model was?
You know what's so funny? I was literally obsessed with Michael Jackson.
Me too.
Michael Jackson was one of my, like, literally everything in my room was like the Jackson 5 and all of his albums. Him and Keisha Cole.
Okay.
I had like a weird obsession with them. Not weird, like I just loved them so bad. so bad, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Oh, all right. My favorite Michael Jackson song, The World, We Are the World. That's my favorite. I know everybody would probably be like, why? But it's just because music that touched my heart and make me emotional and feel like I like the song. I love the message behind it. So yeah, that's my favorite.
I like Liberian Girl.
Oh wow, that's a little different. I've never heard anyone pick that song.
Seriously?
I didn't even pick that song. That's a good.
Yeah, I just like it sonically.
Yeah.
Like it's just a nice vibe.
I honestly could keep going. I have a bunch. Dirty Diana.
Ooh.
Just so many. Yeah.
What would you say your highs was growing up in New Jersey? Plainfield.
I think my highs were being able to I guess, all right, so I went to a charter school, but it was like a public charter school, so it was still...
So what's a charter school for us in the UK?
Okay, for you, all right, so I went to... So there's like two or three different kind of charter schools. You got like a charter school that's private.
Right.
And then you have a charter school that's public. And charter schools are like schools that provide... Like, public schools only give you like the basics, and then, charter schools give you like majors and minors. Like you can like be a part of like how do I explain it? It was like my major was music and my minor was theater.
Okay.
Like it had
you
like
specialized.
performing. It was New Jersey. It was Central Jersey Arts Charter School, Performing Arts Charter School. So
yes,
I went to a school for performing arts. I know people would consider that a VOTEC or like an alternative school, but in Jersey we call it like charter schools and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like my high was definitely school, because I was like, in a lot of programs, and my school helped me like do stuff without having to pay. I was doing Broadway singing. That was like my high for sure. I love that.
Broadway singing.
Cause my whole like little youth was, I was from in Jersey. My youth was definitely just music and like charter schools and performing arts, running track.
You did track.
Yeah,
What
I
was
did
your
track.
discipline?
What was my I was doing
Yeah.
hurdles and stuff.
Me too.
Yes,
I did
okay, girl,
hurdles,
you know what's
long
going
jump,
on.
high jump. Yes.
Yeah, I was doing stuff like that. I was doing a lot of different things. Yeah.
Cool. So performing arts. So you were into music and performing from early.
Literally, my mom told me like she knew I could sing when I was like 3 or 4. I discovered I could sing around like 6, but definitely from the womb. Like, I've always loved music. I don't know why, but then it's like my grandma's a singer, my dad's a singer. My mom used to know how to sing. Not that she know, like my mom used to sing, but she messed up her vocal cords a little bit. I think I come from a music background. My grandma was a backup singer for Celia Cruz and Hector Lavoe.
Oh, Spanish.
Yeah, a bunch of big Spanish artists. My dad and my grandma came from Puerto Rico. My dad, he was in Puerto Rico up until he was like maybe 21, 22, and then came to America.
Okay.
So yeah, music is I've been doing music my whole life. I was in choir, church.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a church girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how I went from church and Broadway to R&B and Baddies, but I guess it correlates. It got to. I know. Something. I don't know. Something. Very much something. I don't know.
Yeah. So your dad came over from Puerto Rico. And what was his profession? What sort of things did he do?
My dad used to be a professional boxer in Puerto Rico. Yes.
Shut up.
And my mama, she came from Dominican Republic, left, and then my grandma came and just dropped my mom off in America and said, I'm going to see you later, and I'm going to come back for you. I want a better life for you. And left my mom in Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. And she had to
stayed
figure
with
it out.
Friends and some family. So my grandma came back and was able to like, do for us how we wanted. Because my grandma's an immigrant and, all that. So, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know.
So were your parents married?
No.
No.
So my mom met my dad because his sister, which is my aunt, her and my mom were best friends in high school.
Okay.
And then one day she's like, yeah, my brother's coming from Puerto Rico. And she's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I have a brother and he's coming from Puerto Rico. And she's like, okay. My mom didn't believe it because my aunt is literally, she didn't believe that was my aunt's brother.
Yeah.
Because my aunt is literally like brown skin and my dad was like light, like almost like my color, a little lighter, like caramel. She's like, she didn't believe it. She just was like, oh, this girl's crazy. And then she ended up like, dating my dad. My mom was with my, may he rest in peace, my sister's father at the time, Mikey. Okay. So they had broken
rest
up.
In peace.
Yeah, that's my sister's dad. He passed away. But so she was just getting out of a relationship with him. And then she ended up dating my dad. And then me and my little sister are here.
Okay.
But yeah, they were married. Honestly, they shouldn't have been married. They were not good together.
Oh.
Love them though. Love my parents. I'm glad they weren't married. I'm
separately.
glad they weren't married. Listen.
Love them separately.
Yeah.
So I know you didn't go to university because I watched your podcast and you was talking to one of your best mates, your friend.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, your best friend. Yeah, best mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, mate.
Yeah. And yeah, he had to pay, but you already done all the performing arts and stuff. So you said you initially went in for, was it 1 semester?
Yeah. Oh, my girl, know the tea. She clocking me. Hold on, I'm scared now. If you know that much, I already know it's going to be a spicy fucking.
No, we don't sabotage. We just have honest conversations.
Honestly speaking. But, so yeah, I went to college and literally dropped out. I was there for 2.5 weeks. Mind you, it was like, a community college. I did apply to Montclair. I got accepted to Montclair. But then I was like, I've always been like my own person. I don't know how to explain this. I've always been like a go-getter, a hustler. And I don't like waiting for things. If I want to learn something right then and now and I want to do my music, I'm going to do it right then and there. I can't wait classes weeks at a time to learn what I need to do. So, hell no. So I went and then I was thinking like, I could either go to Montclair, I could go to a public community college, but why would I want to pay all that to learn what I already know? So I went for like production and engineering, so I could learn how to engineer myself in vocal production. And then I was like, I'm cool on this. And then I was like, all right, I know how to do that. And then I applied to beauty school.
Beauty school?
And I went to beauty school, and then I left that shit. I said, I know how to do this. I'm out of here. I learned what I needed to learn because I already knew, like, once I learned something, I pick up fast and I become really good at it. So I was like, okay, cool. I was doing hair in my house, braid. Like, if I wasn't like me, I probably would have been like a hairdresser or like, you know, selling food because I cook really good too. My dad, actually, it's funny. He tried to put me in a cooking contest when I was younger, when I was like 8. So I learned how to cook young.
What's your special dish? If you have one signature dish.
All right, so I make really, really good pastelón. You guys probably don't know what that is, but it's a Spanish. It's a plantain lasagna.
Plantain?
Yes, that's my favorite. And pollo guisado, that's chicken stew with rice. And stuff. But pastelón might be my best dish. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like a ground beef, but it doesn't come with tomato sauce. No tomato sauce. Then the plantain is like your noodle.
Okay.
So you slice the plantain, you lay it down, then you put the ground beef and like the cheeses, whatever cheese you want. I chose like 3 cheeses. And then it's like literally, it's just a Spanish lasagna. It's so good.
Okay. I can't even say I need to sample it. Maybe when I come over.
I might cook out here. I might just do a whole shebang. I like cooking. I'm real picky. I don't like eating outside food. That's my thing.
Have you ever had a normal job?
You really want to know?
Yes, of
I
course.
worked 4 jobs at once.
4?
Straight out of high school. My first job, I was 16, 16, Burger King. Locked that in, never left Burger King. Then I went to Foot Locker, locked that in, stayed with them. So it was Foot Locker and Burger King. What was wrong with me in high school? I got to tell you something. There was something literally mentally wrong with me. Like, I always been like, I need to get money so I can get out of here and get away from these people. Yo, nah, my cousin, no, my manager, no. Like, I literally always been like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And I always was like, I just always wanted to, like, be my own person and be able to get my own stuff and do my own shit. I felt like what my parents wasn't doing or couldn't do for me or wasn't doing for me, even though they tried, like, I'm like, I gotta do it. And then I remember it was like a point in my life where my mom, I love my mom so much. But I remember in high school, she started saying, like, we need to help out and I need to get a job. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go get a job. So I don't complain. So I don't ask you for nothing. Not even $20 for a school trip. Like, that's how I was feeling.
Aww.
But so I worked at Burger King. Then I did Foot Locker. Then I went to Aldo's.
Aldo's.
And I was in Aldo's for a good little minute. I was getting the shoes.
Of course.
Aldo, girl. Aldo. Then I did, it was so funny. And then I applied to the movie theater and I tried to work in Linden movie theater. And I tried to do it because I'm like, fuck. But then I felt like it started overwhelming me with my schedule because how they wanted me to work. So I literally worked in the movie theater for 4 days, let that shit go. And then I went to Metro PCS. So I was working. Yeah.
On the subway?
No, Metro PCS is a phone store. It's different.
Oh, okay.
It's different. It's crazy. That was in Los Angeles though, but in Jersey, it was Aldo's, the movie theater, Burger King, and Foot Locker. But Foot Locker was if I could pick my top 2 jobs, like I hated Burger King, but I like kind of fucked with my coworkers, so I was like, I ain't gonna quit my job there. Like they make this shit fun. So then I let go of Aldo's and I was just working Burger King and Foot Locker.
Okay.
And then I stopped, and then I just decided, like, hey, I'm going to leave to California, y'all.
So you left?
Yeah.
Just paid for your flight?
Picked up and left. So I know, like, for a good minute when I did end up quitting all my jobs, I quit all my jobs. When I got down to nitty-gritty, I was like, all right, I'm going to let go of Foot Locker, too. I let go of Foot Locker, and then, you know, I was young. I was in New York. Going back and forth from school to New York. And then when I finally graduated, I'm like, I'm just staying in New York. And I was in New York.
So who's you staying with in New York?
One of my family. I have family in the Bronx and stuff. I was staying with my friend. And then I was also staying with my friend, Steph, which I loved it for. So it was like, I was going to school in Jersey, but I was staying in New York, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, a lot of people don't know that, though, about me. So it'd be like a whole thing, and I was like, I stopped working, and then I started, like, you know, doing some bad things, like scamming or like.
No, you wasn't a scammer.
I wasn't a scammer, no. I wasn't. Absolutely was not.
She was not a scammer.
Emphasis on was not. I was hanging around with some people, you know, just being young and dumb. You were young and dumb. So, I'm great.
So you was not a scammer.
I was not a scammer, but I was, you know, hanging out, having fun. I remember I had made enough money, though, to just, I was like, whatever. I remember I was like, whatever, if I do want to leave to Cali, I'm going to just go. So then I was like, I went to visit California for my first time when I first started being like a real, like, deciding I'm going to like be a singer and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to go visit Cali with who was my manager at the time, right?
So did you have demos? Was you recording demos in the Bronx?
No, I'm telling you,
You
listen,
literally just decided you
sis,
get it.
I made a song playing with my friends. It wasn't even recorded yet. I played with my friends. I posted it online. And I went so viral because nobody could believe that a girl was singing on a drill beat. Like I was singing on like a drill rap beat. And it went so viral. Shout out to Josh, YG Marley. It was with Josh Marley at the time. And we made the song. I posted it, went viral. Everybody was like, oh, you should do singing. You should sing. I was not.
Your voices.
I wasn't a singer. I wasn't even thinking about being a singer. Even though like my manager now, who was also my cousin and stuff, was telling me like I always need to be a singer, I always need to be a singer. The shit went so viral, I'm like, fuck, I'm finna go record it. And then I had a manager that reached out to me at the time. He was like, do you sing, do you make music? I'm like, no, but I'm trying to be. So he brought me to the studio, I made my first song, and my first song hit over 1 million streams. That's
your first song, first time in the studio.
Girl, yes, my first ever recorded song. Yo, God really works in mysterious ways.
You gotta be grateful.
Yes, my first song ever. I couldn't believe it. I had so many people hit me. They're like, who's this new girl? Mind you, I was already buzzing in high school because of like my personality. So before my newest pages, like I was real popular in high school, popular in New York, popular in Jersey. Everybody knew me. So it was like, okay, easy to like try to like, you know, do stuff. People want to link me. And that's when, so I just had opportunity. I started working with them. They were going to California because they were working with Atlantic and they wanted to bring me so Atlantic could see me and hear my music and hear what I was working on outside of the one song that I only had out. So I went and I fell in love with like California, like just the warmthness and it was like a good, 2018 was a good time to be in Cali though too. 2019, I went out there, they gave me a little gig as a songwriter. So then I started becoming a songwriter.
What?
Right. So then I was like, bet. Then we come home.
So who have you written for?
Bunch of people.
Are you allowed to say, or have they bought out the rights or anything like that?
No. I can say who I wrote for. I wrote for Justin Bieber.
What?
Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Trey Songz. Thank you. But the thing is, this is where it gets tricky. So I was first fresh. Brandy's daughter, a bunch of other people. I work with Snoop Dogg people. Yeah, she's awesome. Sarai's awesome. And shout out to A-Rod. I get points. That's my guy. He's the first person that literally kind of got me into songwriting. As just like, he actually met me before my manager. I was like 17, and he got me my first placement with, Netflix. I started doing a song for Netflix. That's how that even happened. But yeah, I started writing with them. But the thing was, like, at the time, no, I didn't get no credit because I didn't know no better. So I was in rooms with people and shit. I wasn't really getting, but it was still like a learning experience. Like, I'm still grateful. It's
priceless,
yeah. Like, I could care less because but that also taught me to, like, be more on point with my shit. People could steal your shit or anything like that. Just any type of crazy shit. So I
Fine.
Sorry, y'all. So we went out there. Then I came back. I told my cousin, like, you got to come with me next time I go. The next trip that we go, it was so good. Like, I was just running into, like, so many people in LA at the time because that's when LA was just popping.
Yeah.
And I had met Young Thug and them and got my first internship, right? But I'm like, I don't even live out here. How am I supposed to tell these niggas I don't live in Cali? Like, I don't live in Cali. Like, they just got us in the studio. We making music. I'm with my manager. We just doing all this stuff. Then I remember the last night, I'm like, I'm leaving. I love you guys. And I left. And I didn't even tell them nothing. I go to New York. I think I was home for like a week. I looked at everybody.
You thought this is not it?
I said, I'm going to California. Everybody thought I was joking. The next day I was in California while they was sleeping. I was getting on that plane. My little sister was crying in the car like, you really live? She was making me cry. I'm like, girl, I gotta go. And this is why I felt like I had to leave because I felt like me being in Jersey and New York, I was like comfortable. Like, I knew, like, if I failed, I could go to my mom's crib or stay in the Bronx with my sister or cousin. Or, like, I just was so comfortable that I was okay with my little routine that I thought I was doing something and I was not even doing enough. So I felt like if I made myself uncomfortable, I will go harder. But I did want to be in LA because I wanted opportunity to see what I could do for myself. And I had a friend at the time that she wanted to go to LA. She was a model, aspiring model. And she kind of put it in my head, like, let's go to Cali. She knew she had a little boyfriend out there and stuff. So I'm like, okay, at least we'll be a little okay. I done made my little connections working. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to go. And then I left. And then I left with one bag. And little by little, like every time I fly home to visit, I would just bring, no, seriously.
One bag.
One bag, girl. I was thugging it. I'm like, I'm going to do it. But I was so grateful that I don't fuck with her no more. I don't care for her. But I was so grateful that she did want to move. And I did move with her at the time when we did. Because, you know, she had a boyfriend. And he made sure, like, he knew we didn't know people and we have no money. So he was like, y'all going to work for me in LA.
I was gonna ask you, how did you look after yourself?
Girl, I'm finna tell you, this is God. Everything is Jesus. Like, I be thinking, like, I know God wanted better for me because this shit don't just happen to people, bro. Like, I'm like, how the fuck is this even real? I was living in I kid you not, she came to visit me. I was living in a 6-bedroom crib, nicest fucking West Hollywood.
What?
Just for working. Look. So, well, she was I'm about to tell them. It is what it is. They got to know my documentary coming out. Netflix gonna make a movie about me. No, but
God is good. God is good. God is
so
good.
I moved out there. We go with Savvy, and I remember telling her, like, bro, like, we don't got nowhere to go. But I remember the guy that did like her, he really did like her, and he wanted her to be okay and comfortable. So I'm like, bitch, you got one. Like, you nigga, I want to take care of you. Like, we gonna use that till we get up on our feet. But I told her to just be good to that nigga and stay with that nigga. Like, no nigga is gonna do that for you, fly you out and want you give you a better life, put you in a nice fucking crib. I'm like, bitch, where you meeting these niggas at? I don't meet them in the Bronx. I ain't meet them in the Bronx. So
1 second, can we drop the N because they're gonna censor it out on my channel?
A man. I'm like, she got a man that wants to take care of her, do much for her. I'm like, I'm not meeting these guys in the Bronx. Like, I'm like, girl,
they're different class.
We're 18, 19, like, but think about it like that. Imagine being 19 years old, 18, turning 19, and your best friend gets a boyfriend that's telling you he gonna pay for y'all whole lives till y'all get on y'all feet. And you just gotta work and not pay no bills.
So what was the work? What did the work look like?
Get into there.
Okay.
This is the best part.
Okay.
This is the best part. So that's what I said, it's crazy, but it's like, this shit don't happen to people, but I'm like, yo, God just be putting me in predicaments. He knows I'm gonna take that and flip that and make that way better. So we move out there. I'm like, okay, boom, I got a roof over my head. Wasn't even worried about her because, you know, she has a man. I didn't have, like, no boyfriend or nothing. I'm like, you know, I got to be on my P's and Q's. So we move out there, I'm in the crib. And I'm like, okay, so what's our work? Like, I'm ready.
Tell me. Let's go.
What are we doing? What are we doing? So oh my gosh, so fucking crazy. I'm not going to say his name or anything. But I remember he's like, bro, I need y'all to drive somewhere. Oh. I'm like, what is it? He's like, y'all gonna go drive, pick somebody up, and then come back.
Oh.
That sounded pretty easy. Never had a car. I never had shit, girl.
Did you even drive?
Sis, I taught myself how to drive. I'm gonna tell you, I got better in LA.
Okay.
I still don't have a license. Look, I got better in LA because I taught myself how to drive in New York, and it wasn't going how I thought, so I said, I ain't driving no more.
Oh, New York's crazy.
Then when I got to LA, I liked it because LA's more wider streets, so it was kind of easier to practice how to drive. So I was like, okay, I already knew the 1s, 2s, let me try. Now I gotta pay attention for real, so. But my best friend knew how to drive though, so I wasn't worried.
You're good.
Passenger princess, y'all, still making my money. Passenger princess still making my money. Like, who's saying no? So I'm like, okay, where are we driving to? He's like, I need you guys to go to Denver. The fuck is that?
Denver.
Denver?
Denver?
Right. I said, Denver. Mind you, can I tell you something? My first time ever on a plane was to California. Never flew nowhere. I didn't even fly to North Carolina when I was visiting my family. We would drive there.
You drove from New Jersey to North Carolina.
Yeah, but my family's not that far. Mine is my mom and dad, so I'm young. Like, my first time traveling on my own, I was 18 years old, went to California. That's the first place I've ever been to. The next place was Florida.
And then now you're driving to Denver.
So this was crazy. But Florida was right after Denver. I'm gonna explain that too. That was my first time opening up for Rolling Loud. It was the most funnest thing in the world. Yeah. So
I know one of the promoters. Anyway.
yeah. So boom. So he's like, you guys got. So I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, that can't be too hard. We just driving. We don't know what we driving or nothing though. You get what I'm saying? We just like fuck it. We
This
go.
is sounding like BMF right now, driving to Denver, going to Scout.
Baby girl, it gets like that.
Oh my God.
So boom. And I'm gonna tell you what I thought about too after this first experience. I had to ask myself. So boom, we drive to Denver. Everything goes smooth. We meet with his brother. I'm like, hey, we go inside, eat. He's like, hey, everything's loaded up. Y'all good to go? All right. Mind you, his brother and me started building like a bond. Like, I really started fucking with his brother. I liked him a lot. But that was my first time meeting him. I'm like, okay, this guy looks good. But I'm fucking 18, 19. This is like a 37-year-old.
What?
Okay, so I didn't know.
Hold on, so is the brother also that age group?
He was the older brother. So the friend that my friend was dating the young brother, right?
Okay.
So, but he was the older brother. I'm like, one, I don't know his age or anything because he's fucking 25, 27. Like, this guy looked, Jesus Lord, that was a fine man. Like, I could think about like, damn, why did I make that man my man? He was fine, girl, fine. Rich man, nice ass, big ass crib in Denver. He
Good
looked like a
personality?
construction worker. He works regular, but people live two lives. I'm like, why this construction worker upping it on me like this? But there's the difference. He was like a non-flashy brother, and then you had flashy brother, which is who my friend was dating. And we'll get to the end of that soon.
So you drove back now?
Boom, now I drive back. Everything good. Never questioned was nothing. Everybody gets up, they get out stuff, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm like, oh shit, okay. He's like, I'm like, what is we even doing right now? I almost said his name. Thank you, Jesus. I'm like, what are we even doing right now? And he was like, nothing. I was like, what do you do? I was like, what do you do? Because this is crazy. Like, who the fuck is driving all the way to Denver? Like, we didn't even pick nobody up. We didn't pick up no girls. We didn't pick up no guys. Then I find out, y'all, I just became a smuggler. Girl, I can't go to jail now.
I mean, it sounded like BMF. It sounded like BMF. I'm just going to tell you, it sounded a bit BMF-ish to me. It sounded a bit BMF.
Listen, it's crazy, but I remember one day, like, I was sitting with my homegirl. Before this even happened, I was just like, bro, how we gonna make money out here? How we gonna... But we don't care about that because I'm like, I'm an aspiring singer-songwriter. She's an aspiring model. We like, what, bitch, we finna get gigs. That's how we gonna get our money. We need to sign up for shit. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm like, bro, life ain't that easy. Everything was good at that moment because remember I told you I made some money and flew to Cali. So I was like, okay, I got bread, I'm good. I'm not paying bills. I'm not paying rent. I was sitting on that money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't touch my bank. Mind you, so this is how true it is. I didn't even have a bank account, babe. I was with my money with me everywhere.
You wasn't just...
Yep, in my dresser, hidden with a lock. That was my bank, okay? This is how true it is. But I was like, okay, I got this bread. What am I gonna do to not? So everything's fun and games till you're spending and that money now is going low,
back,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, Bez, we about to, like, we need to figure something out, right? That was our first time, right? But he thought because we was living for free, like, that's it. But we got to pay for food, you know, go to places. I got to pay the... So I'm like, okay, yeah, we living for free, but girl, we still need money. My money going down little by little. We buying clothes, we buying... My shit going down, bitch. What we doing? Like, I thought we get my here to work. So I asked, I was like, all right, after the first trip, I'm like, all right, so what was it? Boom, he tells us
Yeah, we'll just...
what we did.
Yeah.
I'm like, bet. So this is what and then I started thinking to myself, like, either get a job. This is how it was. It was 3 options in California. Get a job, be illegal, or sell coochie.
And we're not
As a woman, and we're not selling coochie, right? As a woman, like, and I learned that because in LA, that's like, it's escort nation, pimp, like, I'm pretty sure they do that in New York, in Jersey and stuff, but listen, that wasn't like a thing like us put on a platform in New York. Like, you're not, like, in LA, they proud to be escorts and selling coochie. Like, come meet me over here. I'm like, that's when I started learning about escorts. You know, I never even knew what an escort was. Never knew what the fuck an escort was till I touched down in California. And somebody asked me if I was an escort. And I said, what, for drugs? Because what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was really confused. It was a whole new world. That's when I even found out about coke, Molly, ecstasy. Like, you gotta understand, like, I'm from the hood, but weed,
really
black and
of
mild,
it.
liquor. I knew about drugs, but that wasn't like, oh, my bitches is doing coke and shit. No.
No,
I know about perks and shit. That's like hood shit. Lean. But this is a whole new world. Ecstasy, Molly, G6.
It's just too much.
California was so much for me, like, in the beginning.
So how did you
Then
get
we did
out of
another
that?
play. Here for me, people love me.
Mhm.
And I also built a great bond with my friend's dude, right?
Okay.
They still broke up, but he let us still live in the house.
He's a good dude.
And he wasn't even getting no pussy from this bitch.
No coochie.
No, nothing. And she was so weird to him because she was chasing like a different life. She wanted to be famous. She wanted a famous man. She wanted the clout. Instead of like, so they ended up breaking up because of that. That's why he even stopped messing with her. Because she would like be with him, but like she would also, the status, she was worried more about status than like a person. So they end up cutting off. He comes and he's like, yeah, I got 6 months. Huh? Who got 6 months? I need to live here. What do you mean we got 6 months left here? He's like, I gotta go. Like, this not my girl no more. Like, she don't benefit
I mean, at
me.
least he gave you 6 months.
Yeah, but
Some
but
people
what?
they put you out
In
tomorrow.
those months, I'm busting my ass, and thank God that he was also working with Chris Brown, all these people. He was really plugged in the industry, and he knew that I could sing. Like, he used to always tell me, like, you need to be on your music, Lulu. My real name, FYI, fuck. That's my name. Lulu is my name. I just said
You
it.
got something else. You got
You got
another
some
name.
more tea. Lulu. He's like, Lulu. All my family and friends call me that, though. But yeah, he's like, Lulu, you need to focus up. Like, go hard. Look, this is my cousin, Seven. Seven was living in the downstairs apartment, and we were in the upstairs. It was a big old house. It was all so the separation. It was like this nigga had his own apartment in the apartment. Like that's how the crib was. So I started working with Seven. We got really, really, really close. So then I ended up just being family for him. Like I was their family. Like he wasn't fucking with her, but I was like, because I got so close with his cousin and then we got close working, I was still driving to Denver. Don't forget that. I'm still driving to Denver.
Hustling.
Talking to brother. I'm talking to big bro now. I'm 19. I'm talking to big bro. All this good stuff. And like he was just helping me get plugged in. So when he was going outside, he was bringing us to the hottest parties with the biggest producers. That was his way of helping me. Giving me connections,
networking.
right? And I was still making bread, right?
Yeah.
Then I wasn't making bread with him, but I was making bread with his brother and his cousin. So I'm like, cool. And then I remember I just, it got a little shaky. I moved back to New York a little bit. I was by Coastal at first, because I still have my apartment in the Bronx.
Right.
So whenever I would get like stressed, I'll go back home, be home for like a month, then come back, be in LA for like 2 months, then go back. Yeah, it was like a back and forth. And that's still family, it's still all love. I don't, you know, he doesn't do nothing like that anymore. I sure as hell don't. He's really big and a big producer, big PR. He works. And then, you know, and after that, it was just like that. He was, shout out to you, I love you. They know who I'm talking
Let's pick
to.
him up because actually
I love
he
you.
did a good thing.
I love you. He knows who it is. He knows, and whoever watches and was around, they know who I'm talking about. I don't want to really say too much, right? So, I appreciate him because him doing that helped me a long way. And then we stayed cool. And I was like, I moved into my own apartment. He was still like getting me connections. And then he got me into the weed, which is legal and good. And I started trapping out the dispensaries and stuff. I started selling weed. I did for a little minute when money wasn't coming how I wanted. And, you know, just being a singer. And
so is this now like COVID, lockdown sort of time?
Now we're in 2020. I got my first apartment at the end of 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
But I moved out and I had a roommate. So I had a roommate with my homegirl, Lily. Lily, love you, girl. So I was roommating her, which was Seven's girlfriend, which is his cousin's girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm saying I was really locked in with the whole family. I wasn't messing with none of these niggas. They just my family, yeah. His girlfriend and me got really close.
Yeah.
I started living with them.
Yeah.
Because I was only 19. They was like, oh, she's just a little baby. Like, we just want to see her make it. So I'm like, I remember I was on this couch and that couch after I had moved out of the spot because, you know, like, our time was up.
Yeah.
But he still was, like, showing love. And then I was just working. And after staying with her, I then finally got my spot. And I was like, okay, cool. And I started trapping weed. And then it wasn't fast enough. Like, I'm like 19, 20. I got to pay rent. And I gotta live, survive,
Slow it
eat.
down a little bit, yeah. How did that make you feel? Like not having like your real family support network around you, your mum, your cousins and such. How did that make you feel? Like,
That's why I say I think I've always been like, I gotta get out of here. So I was, how do I explain this? I also have a lot of deep-rooted issues with my family. So I left, like I love my family, but I left and I knew it wasn't gonna be a burden because like I wanted to get away. But I told you, I wanted to make myself uncomfortable so I could go harder. Like that might have been like the best years of my life. The time that I struggled the most were the best years of my life. I know that sounds crazy, but I was my happiest when I was struggling.
what are some of the things that, if you don't mind sharing, that's made you uncomfortable with your
So, I
family?
mean, I was already a little distant. So look, I love my dad too. Like me and my dad are best friends. I'm actually really close with them now. You have to, I think for you, you have
You're
to.
young, a teenager.
You have to forgive. No, I think you just have to forgive people for yourself, even if they don't say sorry.
100%.
And I feel like I was mad at my parents for so long that I didn't talk to them for a long time. I didn't even care to visit back home. My manager would be like, oh, go visit, go visit. I used to be like, do I want to visit? These motherfuckers stress a bitch out. That just me out. But I think me and my mom were at odds. I was staying with my dad, and then I stopped staying with dad. I was living in New York. So I remember, like, I just think, like, just growing up, I didn't have really good. My mom and dad used to fight a lot. So that was like a trauma thing for me. I didn't want to be around that. Then I went through, like, personal stuff with my mom. That like, and like her side of the family, and like when it was time for like things to, I wanted my mom to show up for me. She didn't really show up for me, so that made me. I'm only a kid, right? So that made me distant. But I could be 15 and distant, like, you know what I'm saying? Then I left home at 15. I did not want to live there no more. I was like, even though she wasn't doing bad to me, I just wasn't having a good relationship with my mom.
Wasn't.
And my mom went through a lot where like, so I understand parents don't get a guidebook at being.
I say this all the time.
They
Because
don't.
I'm a parent.
Okay, so
There's
you
no
guys are
manual.
winging shit.
Yeah.
So, well, now I know that. That's why I'm trying to forgive her. But I feel like my mom, what she went through with like my dad and like the abuse and this, she kind of wasn't like letting that go. And it was like projecting onto her
Impacting on-
kids.
yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, you can take a minute.
I'm fine. I need a little tissue.
Do you know
though.
what? Can I get some tissue, please? I actually hear you. I was raised by my grandma.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't really talk about myself like that. Like personally,
Yeah.
I just like to talk about like other shit. I don't really talk about my family. I don't go into depth. I don't post my family much because I don't want like fans harassing them or like just people fighting my family. But I just never talk about my personal issues either. So
But do you
it's
know,
weird.
because of who you are, there's a little girl that's going through something similar. God, I'm gonna.
Don't cry. No, you're gonna make me cry. Jerry, don't stop.
Hold on.
Oh,
We're
no.
gonna get through this. But the reason I like to have these conversations because there's a little girl out there that is probably going through something similar.
Right.
And she's probably looking up to you as an idol because you are a role model to many people. Yeah,
Yeah.
believe it or not, especially because you're from a minority group as well.
Yeah.
So even you just sharing a snippet, it's gonna help.
Right. Don't cry.
I'm trying.
Sorry. No, so because I just
But do you
never
see
talked
what
about
I mean?
it.
Do you see
Yeah.
what I mean? Like if your younger self, your younger self, if you had heard someone say that I'm here at this top place, but actually this is some of the stuff that I've been through.
Yeah.
How would that have felt for you?
Probably a lot better. So sorry. So, you know, growing up, like, and my dad isn't a bad person. Like, I think my dad, and I commend my dad because he did a lot to be the man that he is today, a better person. So, you know, sometimes, you know, people are young, they have kids young. My mom had me at 22. My dad was 23, 24. They were young. So I try not to, like, blame them, but it's like, it became a thing where it's learned behavior. So I was in an environment where I was starting to pick up, just learn behavior. So mom and me, we started clashing, right? And I think like I had a lot of resentment because of that. And then I wasn't really close with my mom's side of the family. My grandma, besides my grandma, my mom's mom was like my best friend. But like my grandpa and stuff, not really. Like my grandpa wasn't a good guy, right? He wasn't a good guy. So, and my mom knew he wasn't a good guy.
or I feel like she did or she didn't. I don't know. My grandpa wasn't a good guy, and I tried to tell my mom that, right? And I was young, like 5, 6. But I think I told my mom that I wasn't really feeling my grandpa when I was like, what grade? I think I was in 5th grade. How old are you? 12, maybe 10, 11?
She didn't show up for you.
Right? And my mom pretty much like, nobody had my back but my dad. So I remember I was 15, and like we just never revisited that, right? But I took it on chin, and I was like, whatever, fuck it. And I was like, I don't think I ever got over it. I wasn't fucking with my mama. Even though I wasn't fucking with my mom. And then I got old enough where I was like, I could get a job and leave. And I was like, I left after freshman year, right? Freshman year in Roselle, because I went to Roselle, New Jersey first. And then, like nobody, not even my siblings, because even my siblings knew. And that's why I was like, I don't got resentment, because I don't know. I just wasn't fucking with my family. And then I remember when I became like, I was 18 and I was living in New York, and my sister was like, hey, like, I gotta tell you something. Like, everything that you said when you were younger, like, I know it was true, blase, and I should have been there for you, but, you know, I said you were lying, which made me like, I don't care that I was 18. I just never fuck with my family again.
Yeah. So we're sharing.
Yeah.
I was raised by my grandma.
Yeah.
And something happened to me by my uncle when I was about 12.
Yeah.
And I thank God for my grandma.
That's how I feel about my grandma.
Yeah, honestly.
I love my grandma.
She's passed away.
She was the only one.
Passed away, yeah.
Yeah.
And I told her, and she got him up.
Yeah.
Like, she literally got him up.
My mom still was bringing me around. Like.
Yeah, you know? So girl.
I know, sorry. And I understood.
But I just want to say that I hear you.
Thank you. Yeah. I understood, because I'm like, damn, I know my mom probably felt like weird, like that's her dad.
Yeah.
Like she probably couldn't believe it herself, or like didn't want to believe that her dad could be a bad person.
Yeah.
But I just felt like she should have had my back. But it is what it is. So in high school, I was like a little rebellious, but not on purpose. I always been like this. Like I always stand my ground. So I remember I was just like, I was bad. I can't explain why I was bad. Ugh, hold on, I'm sorry. I got a lash in my eye. Can I get it out?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I couldn't explain why I was so bad, girl, but I think I was just acting out, just to act out, right? So then...
No, can we pause? You're saying you don't know why. Can we stop there?
I think, well, now that I'm older and I'm self-aware, I think I just wanted somebody to hear and feel me. Like, or just some type of attention. I feel like that's what I'm gonna put it on, as attention. But I was like, okay, cool. And then when I had the chance to go, I told you, since 15, I just kind of wanted to get out of there. And I know why, but like, you know, it's just like, you know, whatever. I wanted to get out of there. And then I left. And when I left, I just never, like, you can literally ask my manager. I just never came back. I would call her every day, like, come. When you gonna come visit me, bitch? Like, when y'all gonna come over here? And I was still bi-coastal, but I would come home and not even go to Jersey. Like, not even visit my mom, my sisters, nobody. Just, my little sister is my best friend. So yeah, I would see her, but literally nobody. And nobody understood why. And I was just like, and I didn't talk to my sister for years. I didn't talk to my sister till I turned 21, 22, my older sister. I probably would have still not been talking to her until I started realizing, like, sometimes people don't know what they do to you, and you can't expect an apology, you know? Because they don't really know what they did. So you have to just be like, I'm gonna forgive them so you can try to build a better relationship.
And you know what? The forgiveness is more about you.
Exactly. I didn't want to be bitter, like, for real. Because I was angry for a long time. I'm still angry. I still be angry, but I was like, nah, you can't be like that. So I was like, all right, let me talk to my family again. And then I just started coming back around at like 23, 22. When I joined TV, I started talking to them again, like more often. I'd never not talked to my dad and my stepmom, though, because like, My dad, like, I knew I could call him for help. Like, when I was in LA, stressed, and I was like, bro, I'm on my last wit's end, like, but I don't want to leave, bro, because I got to do it. And I was mad at my...
Can I just, there's a
my last. Thank you.
I think you've got it in there.
Okay, so I'm crying.
Yeah.
But this is where I always was conflicted because my dad was like, why can't you just lock yourself in the closet and sing? And then my mom was like always supportive of my music. Like, so I'm gonna go back to like when I was like 8, when I started really being in charter school and I was in performing arts programs. I was doing music, theater, and dance. Dance, music, and acting. I love that. Like, I can do, that's like my thing. Like if I wasn't all of this, I'd probably be a Broadway or a teacher for Broadway for music or a teacher for music and singing and acting. That probably would have been a thing for me, or a social worker. I always wanted
a social worker
to help kids like me.
But I can, I hear it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I want to tell you? I respect you.
Thank you.
And just your courage, like even hearing this part of your story and seeing where you are today.
Thank you.
Like, I respect you.
So I'd be like, I know God got a plan.
He has. God's got you,
Right.
you know? And I love when you say, like, God's got me, God's got me. Like, He does have you, honestly.
Thank you.
So thank you for sharing that, because I know that there's a little girl, many little girls, and boys, funnily enough. These things happen to little boys as well.
I actually never talked about it. I felt like, I was like, fuck, maybe I should. I didn't think I was gonna get emotional that fast, but it's because I literally have never talked about it besides the one time in second grade. Second grade, when I was like 12.
Have you ever got counseling or therapy?
Okay, that's where it leads to. That's where I got why I really didn't care if I talked to my mom or anything like that, because in high school, I was just trying to make money so I could get out of there and be gone when I wanted to be gone. And I was selling weed. Motherfuckers was coming to my classroom. I got caught because a girl came to my classroom to buy an eighth of weed from me, right?
In the classroom?
Like, bitch, fucking ass. I was so fucking mad, girl. Yo, that was literally like the dumbest shit the girl could have did. But I was selling weed. I want to make money so I could pay for like music and like I just wanted to make money so I could get out of here. Like I wanted to get out of there. So I was trapping. My mom, they called my mom found out. She's like, no, find the weed. I'm like, bro, I don't got it. My mom literally told them to arrest me. I get it. I guess she wanted me to learn a lesson. But they literally arrested me and put me in a fucking program in a Trinitas hospital for half of my year of my senior year.
Girl?
My senior year of high school. And I was like, do I fuck this bitch? You already get under my skin, and now you gonna tell their asses to lock me up and put me in a drug program.
That's a lot.
And take me out of school for 6 months, my senior year. Away from my friends, away from everybody. And I've been fucking in a hospital with actual crazy people and kids that do like coke and
real
crazy ass with
kids,
not just even that, crazy people. Like, I'm not gonna, people who cut themselves and hurt themselves or they're not crazy. So I want to make that real clear. Some people just self-harm and I don't know why. And I pray for them. And I pray for them. But yeah, I was with people from all different realms. I had people that was smoking cocaine. I'm like, my mom put me in a drug program that I didn't need to be in because I wasn't a drug addict.
You were just selling, not using.
I smoked weed too, but she didn't really care for that. She already knew. I was already 17 in senior year. She knew. I told my mom when I was 16 that I was smoking. And she was like, all right, I'd rather you smoke here and be safe with me than you in the streets trying to find and you get laced or something, you know. Thank God I never been laced in my life. I appreciate that. But so that happened. And I didn't go to school. I went to school the last 4 months, and I remember they were like telling me like, you're not gonna graduate, you're gonna stay back. And I was so infuriated with my mom. So, but during that time in Trinitas, they make you do counseling and schoolwork and all that. So I would have like the first few hours of my day, they drug test you, and then you go to the counselor and you talk. And I remember I was like, hey, maybe I could tell this lady, you know, I don't really talk to people much. Like, maybe I should just try to vent. And this motherfucking lady called CPS on my mom.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, it gets worse. It don't even get better. So, you know, and then I was just like, damn, I don't fuck with them. I just didn't trust anybody after that. I even went to therapy for like, you know, seeing my mom and dad fight growing up. I went to counseling for domestic violence, kids in domestic violence, and I never even told her. And that was my most ever favorite therapist. Her name was Miss Amanda. Shout out to you, Miss Amanda. I don't know if you remember me, but you're Miss Miss now. But actually, my counselor in Trinitas found me and DM'd me on Instagram and told me how proud they were of me. And sent me a picture of me and my little gang in the hospital. I was like, oh, this is so crazy. And I had a little letter. I was like, love Lulu. Y'all never gonna see me again. And if y'all do, I'm gonna be in headlines. That was the last thing I ever wrote in our book. And he sent it to me and I was like, oh my God. I was crying because like, oh my God, people really, but they know me as Lulu, you guys. Yeah. Everybody knows me as Ahna, but these people know me as Lulu. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I tried to talk to that counselor, but they felt like they was obligated to have to tell. And that's why I was like, all right, I ain't fucking this shit. I ain't never telling nobody my business ever again. And I just never spoke on it ever again up until today.
You've got a powerful story, you know, Anna.
Thank you.
Honestly, you should mentor.
I wanted to be that.
Yeah,
I was like,
mentor. You still can.
I low-key feel like I can fit it in my schedule.
Yeah, but you
I
know
really
once
can.
things maybe slow down a little bit, you can take on some mentoring because like your journey is so powerful.
Yeah, it get deeper than that, but we on surface. We just got time. But yeah, so I was like sick as hell when she did that. So I was like, all of that I harbored in me. So it was real easy to leave and not look back. But I was happy because me struggling made me go so hard. Like I'm telling you, I was working every day. I don't care. I went and even worked at Metro PCS and I was in the studio. I would sleep in my studio. I made over $500. I remember I was even living in my car for a little bit when I was 19. I was living in the studio. My friend A-Rod, shout out to A-Rod, I love you. He let me even stay in the studio, live there, and like, and if I needed a shower, I would go to him in Ka's house to shower, get dressed, and DoorDash in my car. He gave me my first BMW. I love you, A-Rod. Oh, he actually a real one. He gave me my first BMW. It was his old car. He let me use it so I could DoorDash. I remember I got into a big-ass car accident, too, and it was a car. I was so sick. Somebody ran a red light and hit us. But I won the case. But, yeah, I was like, fuck, damn, it's just dude car. I don't got no money. He giving me free studio time. Like, fuck, I was so stressed out. And I was only, 18, 20. And then, go ahead. Oh, okay. But yeah.
So anyway, you got into Baddies.
Yes, that's what I was leading to.
Baddie shot a clap.
Yes, Baddie shot a clap, girl. Yeah.
So how did you get into that?
Okay, so I was just working, and then I remember 2021, I started working, and my friend Manny, shout out to him as well, introduced me to Zeus, and I became like behind the scenes. I was working like behind the scenes production assistant.
Pretty you behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind it, but they started to get to know me, and they started to peep my personality. They're like, hey, you should be on Baddies, and I'm like, you can ask my manager. I'm like, I'm an R&B singer. That shit gonna correlate. What would I look like? I was like, you don't see Summer Walker fighting on TV. You don't see SZA. But then I was like, I had a couple followers too, but my Instagram had got deleted before I joined Baddies. It doesn't matter. But I was already at like 150K. I was like, no, I'm a singer. I cannot do this. Like, hell no. I'm like, no. But I remember, and then I was still trapping my weed. It was getting me by. I was trapping weed. I'm telling you, paying my bills. I'm like, I don't care. Paying my music, my studio. But I was like, bro, I need this platform to like, I was like, I need to get a push. So I remember they came with another offer again. It's like, do you want to do Baddies? I think you really need to do Baddies. That's what Lem said. Lemmy was like, bro, you're a star. You need to do Baddies. Shout out to Lemmy. Love you, Lem. He's like, you're a star, you need to do Baddies. I was like, I'm scared, let me know. He's like, no, you got to do it. And he did it, and my first season, I got 1 million followers. I mean, they deleted me. But my first season, I hit 1 million followers. Like, yeah, who you not gonna say that? My first season, I went the fuck up, and I took off, and I ran with it, and that's what I did.
And how was that experience for you?
I would just say it was an imperfectly perfect experience. I'm very grateful. I learned a lot. It put me in a place, in a position that I wasn't before. And with that, you just got to take that and go with the hype, and you make what you make of it, and don't try to make it negative, because obviously Baddies has that negative notation. But I knew, like, once people come on my page, they're going to see who I really am. I made the best of my Baddies experience. I made it where it's like, oh, people aren't just thinking like, oh, she's just going to fight. We don't want her here. Like, well, I was the only Baddie invited to the BET Awards personally from BET, like, and I'd be in this room and that room because, like, I tried to steer a different narrative of myself. I want people to know who I really am, but it became hard because people started forgetting that I'm a singer because I'm on Baddies.
So let's get to that.
Started overshadowing me, the real me.
So let's get into your music. So
Let's do it.
You have an amazing voice. I was actually blown away by your voice, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Like, you've got a really nice voice.
All that gospel, choir practice, Broadway, and all that good shit.
So, where is your music taking you now?
My music is taking me exactly where I want to be. And because I remember when I used to tell myself, you're going to be famous by 22. Well, I used to say 21. I got famous by 22, a little late, but I literally
It's
made
not your time, though.
God,
it's God's time.
That's what I was about to say. God got me. You know, that's my word right there. So I was like, oh my God, I really can't believe it. And I was like, I was so happy because now I have all these followers. I can just do my music and redirect them. And honestly, it's been leading me even just being who I am, Ahna, has helped me too with my music because I'm getting connections. People want to work with me. Honestly, like, I got good shit coming, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know.
So when's your next single out?
It's coming in a week.
In a week?
It's called Waves.
Waves?
Check it out, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Waves.
I almost want to ask you, do you want to sing a little bit for me? Or, I know singing's emotional, so I won't do that to you.
I be scared. That's the thing. I be so scared when people ask me to sing, but let me see. She said sing the song. She's talking about some Keisha. She love when I sing. Look, she love when I sing. You know why I love shout out to my manager, Mala, y'all. She's the reason why I'm a singer today. This girl used to come to my house and be like, come on, sing. I'm gonna record it.
I love
You need to make singing videos. You're gonna be famous. She used to tell me all the time. She used to tell me I was gonna be famous before I even wanted that to be a thing for me. She said, you're gonna be famous. I'm like, yeah, girl, whatever. I'm gonna still be in Roselle.
Can you give me an 8-bar?
I'm actually gonna sing
your favorite song. It doesn't even have to be yours. What's your favorite song, your go-to?
My go-to song is always Keisha Cole. I hate that though.
Keisha.
I'll do Lions and Tigers and Bears real quick. That's what I auditioned.
Oh, don't let me start crying again.
That's what I auditioned for Zeus. They made me sing. I sang that. She goes, how's it go? Okay. I'm not scared of lions or tigers and bears, but I'm scared of loving you. I'm not scared to perform in arena, but I'm scared of loving. Am I the only one that thinks that's an impossible task? Don't know what it is it too much to ask? But, and that's it. I don't want to keep going.
Come on.
Thank you.
Oh, what have you done today? What have you done?
So much. We uncovered so much.
Honestly, I could be here with you all day.
I do. I fuck with you, Trina. I love you a lot.
Honestly.
Come here, girl. Thank you for making me so comfortable.
I am so emotional. Like,
don't make me cry, girl. I'll be crying. It's a long week.
It's too much for me today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with me today. I know they're wrapping us up.
Now we're gonna be locked in for life. Now you know my secrets.
Girl. I'll be telling you my own secrets at the same time.
I definitely gotta get your number, and I'm so appreciative. Thank you for having me too.
No, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Feels like destiny. I've got a really good friend, H Money Harmony Samuels. He's a Grammy Award producer, and I'm gonna share his details. He lives out in LA as well.
Okay.
You know him. He's worked with Keisha.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to make it happen.
Please.
So thank you for coming. Where can my audience find you?
Y'all already know where to find me. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch.
It's Ahna Mac on Twitch and Mac Daddy Ahna on Instagram. I promise you guys I won't get deleted again. This is my last page.
Don't do it.
I won't. And Apple Music and on all platforms. Go running my streams, yo. Free You is back out on all platforms. Please, y'all, run it back up.
And
Thank
Wave
you.
is out on...
Wave will be out this weekend. Coming up. So I'll see y'all.
Check it out. Thank you for watching Honestly Speaking. I have been your host, Honestly Trina, and this has been a special, special episode with Ahna Mac.
Thank
Stay
you.
blessed.
Got that boom on the Trina jump. Yeah. Thank you.